Good, beautiful people, we are right here at, guess what? GEOME, and GEOME is a variant from Geely, okay? You know about Geely cars, okay? One of the top auto manufacturers from China, okay? So we are right here at GEOME, and I want to show you a car that is very friendly to your budget, okay? So here we have the GEOME. It's an EV that is good for your budget. Now, let me take you around. Let's see what the car has. Look right here, guys. Look at this little kind of racing stuff right here, right? It's good for your budget. Now, let me show you now. Take a look at the car, man. Great. We also have this right here, like a little bit of a spoiler or whatever you can call this. But I want to let you know that this car is good for you. For example, you just want to hang out and you're on a budget, or you just want to buy a car that's going to take your kids to school and you don't want so much of a stuff. This car is going to be good for you. Now, come on, let's take you around. So guys, this car is very cheap, okay? It's very, very cheap. And of course, it does a lot of stuff. Now let's go inside and see what it has, okay? You see? It has a spacious interior, despite the fact that it's so small, okay? And right here, you have a little bit of a touch screen and your GEOME steering wheel, you know what I'm saying? And right here, this is where you control the car. Yeah, see? So you have a lot of leg room and even where you can put your baggage or whatever. Right here, your brakes, okay? So that's it. And guess what? You have your mirrors right here. Okay, this is great. And now, this is where you turn on the lights. Let me take you behind so you see, okay? It's a 4-seater car. And how do you go behind? So you come here, you put this down and you pull, and you can go behind. Guys, see, that's it. You have your seat like this, and if you have the seat up, because the car is so small, you cannot have space for baggage. Okay, so I'm gonna take you behind and let's see the trunk. Okay, very good. So you see, when the seats are up, you ain't got no space, not too much space for baggage, unless you want to put your kids or backpack and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this car, I just think they actually designed this car for the simple reason of maybe taking your kids to school, or maybe just driving around like in the block around with your friends, you know what I'm saying, just chilling around, okay? Or maybe your grandma, or someone who doesn't really want to get involved in the busy driving and stuff and going long distances like that. Even though it's an electric car, it can actually go some range, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's it. You know, right here you can actually, this is your power outage where you can plug and have your power output and stuff like that, okay? You can actually pull the seat back, and it suits the driver. Call it the grandma car, just for taking your kids to school. Now let's talk about the charging, guys. If you want to charge this car, just like almost all EVs, you actually gotta charge it from the front. Right here, you plug it from the front. So this is the fast charging, okay? You can charge from 20 to 80 in 30 minutes. That's the slow charging, and in 1 hour you can charge it to 100. Guys, this car, you can't believe it, this car actually costs just $6,000 US. This is $6,000 US, approximately 40,000 yuan. That's 40,000 Chinese yuan, okay? So let me know what you think about this car. It's not that expensive, and guess what? If you're out of battery, you can actually push the car because it's light. So let me show you the next one, okay? And guess what? We are going to teach drive this car and see how it moves on the road, okay? Come on, let's go. Yeah, okay, so this is the outer panel. This is called the Panda Night, okay? Like in Chinese, the translation of this car is the Panda Night, okay? And this is the 2025 version of it, just like the other one we saw. So this one has a little bit of an off-road look, you know what I'm saying? So why the other one had a sporty look, this one has an off-road look. See? You can pull your stuff. I don't know what you're gonna pull with this, but I don't know. Just for deco though. So, but guess what? Let's take a look around the car and see what it has. And you have right here, these are your 14-inch rim tires, okay? So when you make it look like it's an off-road, it has a little bit of an off-road look, but it's not. Okay, don't dare take this into a place where you cannot push, okay, where it's gonna get stuck. It's very simple to drive, very easy, very convenient, okay? It has this little bit of an off-road look, you know what I'm saying? These are just some stops to make you feel happy about the car, but guess what? Let's take a look inside. So you see, it's the same. You're a little bit of a dash. Your air vents, all of this is plastic, okay? You're a little bit of a touch screen, okay? And guess what? Your air vents again. You control everything from here, and your handbrakes and stuff like that, okay? So that's it. Now let's go to see the rear. Okay, same four seaters, good for your two kids. You know what I'm saying? Good for your two kids. They're sitting behind and they are sitting just comfortably while you take them to school and drive them back, okay? Or maybe with your friends, maybe you're of age and you don't want to get involved in too much driving of cars that are complicated for you. This car is very simple to drive. You know what I'm saying? Great. Your space. And like I told you, if you don't want to have, you want to have enough space, you gotta put this down. So easy, okay? Now you have enough space to put your luggage, okay? And you can actually close that. Now let's talk about the charging too. Yeah, so right here you have the fast charging, and right here is also the slow charging. The fast charging charges from 20 to 80 in 30 minutes. You can take about 1 hour to charge to 100. And guess what? When this car is fully charged, it can go 210 kilometers on a full charge. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is the kind of car you may want if you don't want complicated cars and you just want to move around the neighborhood, around the block without actually getting involved with so many people. And guess what? It's very easy to park. It's very small and easy to park, okay? So you can find whatever spot. It's almost like a bike, okay? So you can easily find a parking spot on cars like this. So that's why I say it's a grandma car, or a car that people who don't want complicated driving are going to get involved with, okay? And it's, of course, it's very cheap. It's around 6,000 US dollars too, okay? You guys, this is another cheaper version of the Mini, of the Panda series, and this is the Panda Mini. You can actually charge it from here, like just like the other versions that I showed you. And of course, man, look at this light, man. Look at the shape of this. Now, let's take a look inside. Sitting right, same. A little dash, plastic, speakers, GEOME speakers. Guess what? A little bit of a touch screen for control your temp and whatever right here. And of course, and right here, your handbrakes. Good. Now, let's take a look at the rears. Like the rear, I told you, you can just do this and you move the seat. Now you have some space. Great. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to right here is your trunk. And I told you, just like the other ones, if you don't want this, you can put it down, okay? And you can have space for cargo. That's it, guys. This car actually costs just over 40,000 yuan, 40,000 RMB, okay? That's approximately 6,000 US dollars, okay? You ain't gotta say we didn't make cars, or LIFESTECH cannot show you cars as according to your budget, okay? You can actually have this according to your budget. So you can have a 6,000 and you ain't gonna pay no mortgage on the car, because of course you can actually just pay this at once and you take it home without ever thinking of coming to a mortgage or whatever. So this may be the car for you if you're starting your life, you know what I'm saying? Rather than buy at some point, you may want to prefer this because it's going to shield you from the sun and from cold. And of course, it's easier to charge and it's less costly with maintenance, okay? Because you ain't going to be having like the combustion engine where you have more of movable parts, where if the car gets bugged, then repair is going to cost you more. But this one, it's not like that. And again, it's super cheap. Okay, so guys, this is the other modern version, the other futuristic version of the GEOME, okay? This is called the Style, which in English, yeah, but in Chinese it's called a Xingyuan, okay? But now this one has a little bit of futuristic looks, okay? Look at this light, okay? You have an impressive headlamps right here. So you see this one has a little bit of a futuristic look, okay? Here you have your GEOME, and this one is for your 360 cameras right here. You want to see everything that's happening around the car, you got to go here. And of course, you can control some stuff from the steering wheel like usual. And this is your dash. Right here is your screen, very responsive screen. And of course, right here, your drive, reverse, neutral, and drive. And right here, you have your coffee cups right here, okay? And right here, you have a little bit of a space where you can put some stuff. This is great. This little bit of a futuristic kind of design that is here. The leather looks so clean. You have some space. This car is a little bit like it's a small car, but it has the space. So if you don't want to go for maybe this very smaller one like I've shown you, you can actually go for this one, because this one is a 5-seater. So this is where you charge. Okay, now let's take a look at the trunk. For a car this small, I can think it still has a lot of space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's really small. It's a small car. And guess what? You have your hooks right here for your grocery bags, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and if you don't want that, though it's a small car, still has this, you gotta do this with it. Let's take a look at the front, okay? The front actually has some space where you can put a maximum of 25 kilogram of weight right here, okay? Yeah, that's it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this car is so small, but still have some front, you know what I'm saying? This is super cool. Now, that's great. Look at the rear lights. I think they are kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? And it's from GEOME. This car actually costs 92,000 yuan, okay? So let me know what you think about these cars and which one you may want to have, maybe take your kids to school, or maybe if you're someone who doesn't really into the driving of maybe big cars and you just want something small, just something for the budget. Let me know which of these cars you're gonna pick. Some of you, when you live in metropolitan cities, you may not want to drive a big car because parking is gonna be a lot of stress. So these are very convenient cars for you. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Now, let's test drive these cars and see how they perform on the road. We are gonna take this little one that looks like a little bit of a race car right here for a ride, okay? This is the one I'm gonna do right here, like racing championship, you know what I'm saying? Like, they actually make this to look a little bit splashy for you, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a test drive and see how it performs on the road. Come on, let's go. So like I said, this car doesn't have too much of a speed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't run that much, so that's why it's pretty cool for your whatever you want to do just around the block, you know what I'm saying? This car is a car for the budget, okay? That was it for the GEOME Panda, okay? This is the Panda series. And let me know what you think about these cars, guys. Like, see, it can easily fit into any parking space you want. You ain't gotta say I didn't make videos for you for cars that you can buy, okay? Like, oh, it's Tiger, why are you making cars? Why are you making videos on cars that is not up to my budget? This car is actually within your budget, okay? So you ain't gotta be spending money on fuel and on repairs and stuff like that. So from me to you, it's peace out. See you on our next video.